Ford dealers of America, who sell and service Ford cars and Ford trucks, present Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
I was hoping, my dear, that it would go all right and that we'd have just in a few minutes, my dear, I hope that, I think that everyone will be finished with their dinner, and then we'll have, I'll call for attention, and we'll have
That'll be fine.
And now you have the program perfectly in order, my dear.
I think so, Colonel.
I want you to make your speech of acceptance after I've introduced some of the guests, of course.
Thank you.
How was everything? Did you enjoy your meal?
Well, I haven't had anything yet.
You haven't been served yet?
No.
Well, I'm awful sorry, my dear. What, didn't you even get a fruit cup?
Well, I did, but somebody took it away.
Well, I don't quite understand. I don't really... Well, just a minute. I'll see if I can find out.
Well, thank you very much.
What? Well, I'm sorry. What's the matter, Francis? Did you get served?
Well, no,
Evanston, you're the guest of honor.
Well, I didn't have any... Your hair up on curlers, Buelah?
Oh, my gracious, I've got to take them off. First time I've catered.
Well, I didn't have any napkins.
My gracious, everybody else has finished their dessert. We're ready for the introductions and speech.
Well, no,
The new officers are going in, too.
The officers?
Yes, we're going to put in the new officers, I think. I don't know.
Well, I had a fruit cup, but then I did have a napkin, and somebody else didn't have a fruit cup, so I gave them my fruit cup, and I said I'd wait, and that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting.
Well, I'll see what I can do for you.
It's a lovely party, though.
How'd you like some salad with the orange dressing?
Why, well, I'd love some.
Would you? Well, I'll see if I can find some in the kitchen. I'm awful sorry.
Well, that's all right.
I think we better clear in just a minute because of Buelah.
I'm trying to find some food for the guest of honor.
Well, I think we better get. We're pretty late with our presentation.
Well, that's all right.
Would you mind clearing Buelah?
All right. Sorry. Francis, I'll do what I can for you.
That's all right, Buelah.
What? Oh, Buelah really bought for you. Honest. I'm sorry, dear. Gracious sake, didn't know there was any soup left in there. Can I take your dishes? Well, they're clean. You might as well save them.
Yes, well, just in case anything comes by.
Fran, may I hate to take your only thing that you have there is your water glass. May I? Oh, it's empty.
Oh, yes.
I've got to wrap for order, please. Good evening. Good evening. I don't have the microphone. Gracious, where's my microphone? Well, perhaps I can be heard here. Good evening. The caterers are supposed to take care of the public.
I'd had it.
The caterers are supposed to take care of the Buelah, please, Buelah.
I'm sorry, I've got to clear the dishes. You asked me to clear the dishes.
Well, now, please, we're going to have our speech making. You can save the dishes
I
for later.
put my elbow on the table. To do it.
Where's the public address system?
I'm sorry. I thought you were supposed to take care of that.
Well, I tried my very best to take care of everything, but...
Well, I couldn't take care of that and take care of the dinner, too. Did you enjoy your food, Francis?
I haven't had any yet.
What? Didn't you get anything yet?
I told you, Buelah.
I told him to serve you. Gracious sakes, I'll see what's left over.
That's all right.
Say, there's no pot roast left over. Would you like a little ham with raisin sauce?
That'd be nice.
Good. I'll see what I can do for you, dear.
I won't feel like I've been to a banquet unless I get some.
How'd you like some
ham and raisin sauce,
green beans?
Well, if you have anything else.
Well, I'll look in the kitchen, dear. I'll see what we have.
All right.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are certainly very happy and very proud to be gathered here tonight. We Kuklapolitans. Buelah. We Kuklapolitans are singularly honored tonight to be able to present to one of our very dear and sweet and beloved members a very fine and wonderful award which has been our honor to receive and to give to this very fine and wonderful and I may say lovely person who is a member of our group and who has been so singularly honored. And
Here. Applause. I'm killing the applause.
Well, she doesn't need any...
I'm killing the applause.
I'll give you that last line again. Who has been so singularly honored.
Well?
Wasn't very good, my dear.
We'll get a new crew tomorrow.
Might at that. Well, and so we are all gathered here to honor this outstanding member of our troop who has received this fine award from such a fine magazine and we felt it only right that since such a great honor has come to a member of our group, that we ourselves should present her with our own little Kuklapolitan testimonial dinner in signal honor of the signal award which she has so signified. I'd like at this time to introduce, however, I'd like to introduce this lovely lady, but I'm not going to, because you all know her, and I'm going to call upon her in a few minutes to say a few words. Now, but at this time, first of all, we must have installation of officers, and I would like to introduce the members of the people who are seated here at the speaker's table. On my right, here is Jack Is that Jack Fascinato, or is that a salad?
Well, it isn't Jack Fascinato, and if it's a salad, give it to me.
Oh, potted palm, my dear. My glasses. That piece of meat I had was so tough, my dear. I tell you, you're just fortunate.
Oh.
Hope you enjoyed yours. And now I'd like to introduce at my far right, way down at the end, Mr. Jack Fascinato. Will you stand up and take a bow for everybody, please? Oh, wait, hold the applause. We'll hold the applause until everybody has been introduced. And now on my left, so Francis, would you bend your head just now? Well, there's only one person on my left, and I'm going to save her till later, so we may applaud now. Well, as I was about to say,
How'd you like it, Dick? Was it all right? It tastes good. You didn't get it yet? Oh, gracious sakes, what in the world is wrong with that kitchen?
Sandwich, just sandwich.
How about some cornflakes? No cornflakes, huh?
Too noisy.
Oh, dear, you're looking lovely.
Buelah, please, we're trying to get along with this. And now, we are more than happy to present a lady who has meant a great deal to the Kuklapolitans, who has done a tremendous job for the Kuklapolitans, and who in the future I know is going to do a great job for the Kuklapolitans. A lady I know who wants to say a few words to you about her part in this particular ceremony tonight. And here she is.
I wish to say...
Thank you so much.
Oh.
Mr. Chairman, honored guest, and Miss Allison, the lovely award winner. We are so very pleased to be able to honor you in this signal way tonight. I feel sometimes that I almost cannot speak when an occasion like this comes up.
Well, my dear,
But I always conquer that feeling. And I've been terribly pleased and flattered to be asked to speak to you tonight on this wonderful and great subject. I know how Miss Allison must feel.
hungry.
Oh, you poor dear, what happened? You didn't get a thing? Well, it's just as well, honestly. I got a tossed salad. Tossed salad. In my lap.
Well, if you caught it, that you're lucky. I didn't get anything.
Ladies, please.
Oh! I know how Miss Allison must feel, because I, too, have been the recipient of many fine honors and awards. One time, it reminds me of a little story. One time, when I was in my teens, perhaps it was just before the war.
War between the...
I traveled to Europe. I was playing a concert in Paris that year, and I'll never forget the ovation I received when I got off the boat.
Oh, they got tired of you.
Colonel, why don't you see if you can rustle up something for Francis to eat?
Steady
Do my
old thing
best.
will do.
Hmm?
Steady old thing will do.
I'll see what I can do.
And so, when I received this award,
Ovation.
Ovation, yes. I realized then that I was destined for a theater career. And we are all terribly pleased this evening to present to a young lady an award which she so richly deserves, and which she should be so proud to get. And I do feel at this time that it is important to mention a few of the outstanding things, pardon me, that Miss Allison has done in helping me with my career. I feel so flattered that they picked Miss Allison because Miss Allison has been one of my pupils. I'd like the green beans. Oh,
Get her.
hello, dear. Say, get her. Look at that. Wow. I'm making a speech. Well, go ahead and make it. What, dear?
Nothing, dear.
And so, I would like to... Pardon me, excuse me. Just leaning over to see what Francis wanted. Hey, is this fruit we're using? Well, I was told to clear. Say, what's this all about tonight? It's a signal honor. Oh, that's nice. And so, I'd like to conclude my part of the program with just a few words. Which reminds me of a story that was told me by a friend of mine who was in the theater about an award dinner that was made.
Thank you very much, Madam Ooglepuss. That certainly was lovely. Thank you very much, Madam Ooglepuss. It was certainly very, very fine. And we thank you
For what?
for stopping.
Well, really?
And so, now, here. This is a serious occasion, and we must have no levity. And now we are going to have, in a few moments now, I want to introduce this lovely lady, the recipient of the award. And I know that she's very anxious to say a few words. There'll be humble, sweet words, ad-lib words. Did you prepare a speech tonight? Oh, you have a speech tonight. She's prepared a speech tonight, and
I'm waiting to find out what I got.
Oh, I see. Well, my dear, I think... Oh, you mean for the award? Oh, well, you'll find out in a few minutes, my dear. You see, this sweet, simple, naive girl. She's just a sweet, simple, naive girl, does not even know that we are gathered here for a special award. She does not know the award, which she has been so signally honored with which. And so now I want for her to say a few words. And, not yet, my dear. But before we do that, we have, Kuklapolitans have arranged a little program which I think you're going to enjoy very much. And first of all, we have a piano concerto, which I think you will enjoy very much, the Rachmaninoff's second piano concerto. The orchestra could not arrive, but Jack is going to whistle the parts that the orchestra plays, and he will play it himself, of Mr. Jack Fascinato. What? What do you mean it didn't clear? Oh. There's been a slight change in the program. Mr. Jack Fascinato will not play the Rachmaninoff second concerto, nor any concerto this evening, I'm afraid. Pardon me. At this time, I'd like to introduce a young man who has been a great friend to Miss Allison and who can give you some more of the highlights of her thrilling and wonderful career, which has pleased us all with a signal honor tonight. I'd like to, at this time, introduce my good friend and your good friend, Kukla.
I don't come up without applause.
I'm getting weak.
Thank you very much. Honored guest, Miss Allison, and members of the faculty. How'd you like your dinner?
Okay.
You what?
I'm having.
You getting dinner? What do you think? Buelah? I'm still working on it. How about a fried egg?
Okay.
At this
Don't
time...
turn it over.
Excuse me. Oh. What'd you say, dear?
Don't turn it over.
What?
The egg.
Oh, all right. Would you rather have it boiled or poached?
No, just baste it a little.
What?
Just baste it a little.
Baste it. Which reminds me, heavens, I haven't got them out of my hand yet. We are very pleased, Fran, and it's been... I have been selected as the person to tell you from whence the award came from whence. It This is a great award, Fran, and it's given by some very dear friends of ours, a Radio and Television Mirror. In the annual award poll conducted by Radio and Television Mirror, you have been chosen Favorite Woman Nighttime Star. And so, that's fine, thank you. It is my signal honor to present this award to you tonight, and I want to say, if I may, at this time, I know that you have a few words to say, Fran, but not yet. We're very, very thrilled at this because Radio and Television Mirror have been very good friends of ours for quite a long time. They really have.
Yes, they have.
Dory and all the bunch there have been pretty wonderful to us. And I remember a long time ago, when we were just right on the, just on a local show here, and there was no network at all. Why, Radio Television Mirror was about the first national magazine that did a story for us, and we're very appreciative, and you should be especially appreciative, because it's a wonderful award.
I agree with you.
And they've always been very, very kind to us, you know? Oh, my speech. And so, at this time, I would like to tell you what I wish you. May I? Velvet, I can wish you for the collar of your coat, and fortune smiling all along your way. But more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love, this day. Mansion, I can wish you 7 footmen, all in red, and calling cards upon a silver tray. What more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love, this day. Standing there, gazing at you, full of the blue of you. Standing there, gazing at you, with a sheep's eye and the lickerish too. Music, I can wish you merry music while you're young, and wisdom when your hair is turned to gray. But more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love, this day. With a sheep's eye and the lickerish too, and the strong arms to carry you away. Thank you. And now I'd like to, I know you have a few words to say, Fran.
Well,
But first, before we get into that, I would like to introduce to you a very fine friend of ours. He's our Ford dealer for the Kuklapolitan Ford Agency. And so he has something special to tell you about because of your signal award and honor, which you have so signally bestowed upon us. We have decided that you have a special treat coming, and so Mr. Fletcher Rabbit, our Ford dealer, is going to tell you a little bit about it. I'm going to take this glass down.
Yeah, well, thank you.
I may even take the potted palm down.
Thank you, friends. Well, I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be here on behalf of the Kuklapolitan Ford Agency. Now, pardon me,
That's all right.
Alice.
I'll help you here.
Thank you very well. Thank you very much. Now, this happens to be my Ford Victoria, Miss Alice. And so I have decided this is a very beautiful car, as you probably know. You know, the
Yes, it is.
1951 Ford is such a handsome car, and the Victoria is an extremely handsome model because it's smart as a convertible and snug as a sedan. That's what we Ford dealers say, you know. And the windows, for instance, you know, they're quarter windows, and they roll all the way down, so there's nothing to obstruct either the breeze or the view.
Oh, isn't that?
And it has a very wonderful 100 horsepower V8 engine right out here, you see. And just so beautiful to look at. You know that the colors are so handsome.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. They're 4 two-tone body finishes. The Ford Victoria, and they're more than 7 1/4 square feet of glass area in the large sweep-around rear window back here, you see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Miss Allison, the Kuklapolitan Ford dealers have decided that since you gave us this wonderful signal award and honor, that we would like to honor you by a quick tour of Chicago and Vicinity in the Ford Victoria.
Why, how nice.
We knew you would love it. And we thought, too, that if you would like to, at some time during our tour, you might like to take over the wheel of our 1951 Ford Victoria.
I would.
So you can see how wonderfully it drives.
Well, thank you very much.
And I want you to be sure to take a quick but very, very serious inspection of the wonderful interior, because that, you know, they're color-keyed interiors.
Yes, I shall.
And that's very important.
Yes, I
Just handsome fittings all the way throughout. And I know that you will enjoy driving and riding in this 51 Ford Victoria.
I know I shall, too.
And we are certainly pleased. On behalf of the Kuklapolitan Ford dealers, I want to say how pleased we are that you have signaled us.
Well, thank you.
And
Thank
we'll be
you very
waiting
much.
for you right after the testimonial dinner.
Well, thank you.
Don't eat too much.
Well, and now I'm going to turn the program back to... at this particular time, we would like very much... we know you have a little speech already, Fran.
Yes, I do have. I just want to say it. I'll be...
Well, no, but I want you to say that for later, Fran. One of the reasons I believe that you were selected for this Signal Award is that you have done such a beautiful job of singing on the Kuklapolitan Playhouse.
Thank you very
And
much.
there is a song that is one of our favorites. We went over them all, and we thought that we would like to hear this one tonight at the award dinner.
Which one?
A Month of Sundays.
A Month of Sundays.
You know that?
Yes, I do. I'm glad I waited a month of Sundays to find somebody like you. I've seen those daybreaks turn into lonely nights. Those signs on Broadway should have that many lights. Have you tried waiting a month of Sundays for just one dream to come true? I'll have to own up that if you hadn't shown up, there'd only be one thing to do. I'd wait for a million months of Sundays for you.
Thank you, Miss Allison. That was a lovely song, A Month of Sundays. Well, we'll see if we can get you something to eat in just a minute, Fran. Now I'd like to turn the program over to a young man, no, not yet, to a young man who is very close to Fran Allison. He's usually right over here on her shoulder when she's singing. And he has a special tribute that he has written himself, and I'd like to present to you at this time our poet laureate, Mr. Oliver J. Dragon.
Thank you. Thank you. You have some background music there. All hail, Frances Allison. You have nothing to fear, for you have been chosen favorite woman nighttime star in the annual award poll conducted by Radio and Television Mirror. All hail, Frances Allison. In my eye, there's a tear. I'm overwhelmed by emotion by the fact that you have been chosen favorite woman nighttime star in the annual award poll conducted by Radio and Television Mirror. All hail, favorite nighttime star. All hail is what I mean. Oh, Fran Allison of the airwaves, you are a true champion. So doff your hats, throw them high in the air for our favorite nighttime star and the annual poll conducted by Radio and Television.
Mirror.
Mirror, I thank you.
It's just beautiful. It's beautiful.
Well, that was just grand, and we're so happy. I'm supposed to turn this program over now to Colonel Crackie, because he was in charge of it, but I can't find him. He's out in the kitchen looking for something to eat for you.
Oh, that's nice, too.
Well, I'll see what I can do. How's the egg? Is it all right?
Oh, Buelah, I haven't even had the egg yet.
You haven't had the egg yet?
No.
My dear little girl. That's strange. I pulled a fragile camellia blossom. I'll see what I can do for you.
Well, I wish you
You haven't
would.
had the egg yet, huh? Yeah, I cooked it.
Well, somebody else got it.
Colonel Crackie, wipe off your mustache. He was hungry too, dear.
Buelah, I'm not going to get a chance to give my speech. And I'm really quite... Oh, thank you, Cecil Bill. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Fran.
Thank you, Mercer dear. Oh, Dolores, how sweet. Oh, I'm pleased, too.
Well, how are the proceedings proceeding?
Well, I'm just noticing the time, and I...
Well, my dear, in just a few moments, I'm going to introduce you, and how your stomach feel a little better now? Not so empty, huh?
Yeah, it's emptier.
Oh, it's emptier. Well, I'm sorry, my dear. Well, at this time, I would like very much to present this award to you. And here you are, my dear. This is your award, which you can take, and you can... Yes, here we are. And I'm sure that we'll be very happy and very pleased with putting that up on the wall and framing it. And one of our dearest friends is certainly going to be very happy tonight. I think that you have been selected as
Thank you. Well, I didn't have a very long speech because it doesn't take very long to say thank you, which is about all you can say to such nice people, but I had thought of putting it in a little different way so it would sound a little more...
Well, may I just introduce you right now, my dear?
Well, yes.
And now we'll have a word from Miss Fran Allison.
I never knew him to be so brief.
Remember, when you buy for the future...
Buy Ford.
Stunts like this call for a car that's safe, a car that has stability built in. Watch this. Dangerous? You bet. But this 1951 Ford is perfectly balanced, and that balance spells safety under every driving condition. Yes, when a stunt driver chooses a Ford, you know it's the safe car, the right car for you. Drive a 1951 Ford. The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Buelah Zachary, the director Louis Gomovitz, and the costume designer Joseph Lockwood.
And this is Bert Tillstrom. We thank Radio and Television Mirror for this signal honor.
Remember to visit your friendly Ford dealer. We think you'll agree with him. You can pay more, but you can't buy better. Kukla, Fran and Ollie came to you from Chicago.
NBC Television.